Hi, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, May 4th. Puebla in the spotlight. Month-long celebration begins for Cinco de Mayo. Hundreds of thousands of visitors are descending on the city to witness historical reenactments celebrating the Mexican Army's unlikely 1862 victory. It's a popular misconception that Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of Mexican independence, which is actually on the 16th September. Instead, it commemorates an improbable military victory when the Mexican army beat French forces on 5 May 1862, after Napoleon III invaded the country. In the US, the festivity has evolved into a celebration of Mexican-American culture, during which 81 million pounds of avocados are consumed and 2.9 billion is spent on margaritas each year. In Mexico, Cinco de Mayo isn't such big a deal except in the Puebla, where the battle was fought. Cinco de Mayo brings more than 300,000 visitors to the city across the months of May. The Battle of Puebla is reenacted on the original site, and the hug parade across the city features mariachis, colorful costumes, tacos, dancing, and fireworks. The battle still holds symbolic significance, even if the French won their counterattack a year later. Located on the other side of the Popocatépetl volcano from Mexico City, Puebla is a fast-growing metropolis with a UNESCO World Heritage colonial center in the rich culture, gastronomy, and artisanship. It prides itself on some classics of Mexican cuisine, such as mole poblano. The city was founded almost 5,000 years ago by groups of Spaniards as a transit city between Mexico City and Veracruz. Today, it mixes a historical conservative core with a liberal cosmopolitan present. Is an eclectic Baroque place, characterized by kindness, but also distrust. Some things it's a big two-faced, while in the coast people talk loudly. Pueblans are heard through whispers. If you get on public transport here, people will speak in murmurs, says Oscar Alarcón, professor, writer, and director at neotraba.com. Puebla has seen a huge resurgence of culture and tourism in the last few years, which many attribute to the influx of students to the Autonomous University of Puebla and similar institutions. The city is in numbers. Fourth largest city in Mexico, following Mexico City, Ecatepec, and Guadalajara. 450 meters. The width of the nearby Cholula Pyramid, the largest in the world, which is partly hiding inside a mountain. 15, the number of years it took the Puebla state to get recognized as one of the certified original areas for Mexico. It happened this March 3rd. 116 municipalities in the region have been producing it since colonial times. 13 meters, the height of Cuextomate, a geyser often mistakenly called called the smallest volcano in the world, located in the center of a town. It is said that in ancient times, the bodies of those who had committed suicide were thrown into the geyser's 8 meters crater, as there was believed they didn't deserve a proper burial. 215 the years of the alleged UFO sighting in the nearby Popocatépetl volcano. The area of Atlisco, close to the city, is famous among aficionados. And the pictures. Puebla in Sounds and Visions. Tear This Heart Out by Roberto Snyder is perhaps the most emblematic film featuring Puebla, based on a novel by Ángeles Mastretta. It is set in the city in the 1930s and follows an arranged marriage between a young woman and a politician. The city itself breeds a diversity of music. Puebla-based novelist Aura Chilonen says, bands set up in the markets and they play music all night. Mambo, tropical, tambora, cumbia, and the bachata. My friends listen to everything from Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, or Schumann. Current electronic music or your Gagas and Biebers, to rarities like John Cage, on the strangest Mexican musician that's ever lived, Julian Carillo. History in 100 words. Puebla was founded by the Spanish in 1531, initially as Ciudad de los Ángeles, City of Angels. It was designed to be a town of Spaniards, a legacy that is still alive today, as they passed through between Veracruz and Mexico City. It has been in constant ground since becoming the fourth largest city in the country. In 1862, it played a symbolic role in the Mexico's history when the Battle of Puebla stopped the French troops from invading Mexico City. Albeit temporarily, today it is reinventing itself as the tourist hub in its own right, despite its proximity to the capital. What's everyone talking about? Unlike the much of Mexico, Puebla has not been as affected by narco violence. At the moment, the biggest issue is the rising number of feminicides. This week, the Green Count reached 37 women and girls killed, often by their partners, since the beginning of the year. Is not so much related to narco as to a daily problem inside the Mexican machos mindset that still endures, says Alarcón. Another talking point are the huachicoleros or oil thieves who put illegal taps into the full pipeline network to sell on the black market. The problem became prominent when a huge oil plant opened in Puebla in October 2016, and this type of illegal trade proliferated around its constructions. The people also don't particularly trust their government, says Pueblan author Jaime Mesa. He says it's mostly due to government spending on gigantic infrastructure projects, such as an elevated cycling lane that has been criticized for squandering money. On the other hand, the mayor, Luis Bank, has made a point of using public transport, and has spearheaded an early day without cars, and Mexican politician on a bike is a rare sight. The city also recently inaugurated a public bike sharing system. What's next for the city? 4 years away from celebrating its half millennium, Puebla is continuing to expand. The city council wants to consolidate it as a place not just to visit, but to move to, and they cite Barcelona as a model. To this end, it has restored much of its heritage property and built 20 museums, and it is hosting Latin American First Smart Cities Conference in June. However, the city faces some internal challenges like uncontrolled growth in neighborhoods in the south, growing inequality, and cleaning up its river, the Atoyac, polluted by decades of residue dumping. Close zoom. Lado B stands out of its fierce independence from any government influence. It publishes investigative journalism on Puebla, and it was recently consulted by the New York Times for a story on hacking and internal elections in Puebla's pan-political party. Neutraba, Consulta, and Leviathan are all reliable. Yeah, Puebla is I don't know about Puebla yet, but I want to visit this interesting city. It's near Mexico City. It's very important, this city in the country here in Mexico. The Battle of the Puebla, or La Batalla de Puebla, the Cinco de Mayo, is very important here in Mexico. Of course, mainly in Puebla City, in Puebla State. I think it is the only victory army, Mexican army victory in his history. Just Mexican won the French troops. It's very interesting. This history and to know Puebla City or Puebla State is very. I think it is a city, beautiful city. The delicious food, like the mole poblano and the other Mexican foods in Puebla. I think if you want to know Mexico, after, of course, the mainly Mexican cities is Puebla is very important to know. So come here in Mexico, let's go to Puebla. No, it's very interesting, and you can to see your own eyes about this news, and together the city history. No. Thank you very much to watch my new video. If you want to learn English or talk with me in English, come. You can to come here and class particular idiomas, or we can to do classes by Skype anywhere in the world. Share this video after your share this video with your family, friends, everybody. Give a like on my page on Facebook. For me, it's very important. I want to reach 200 likes. I want to receive your aid. So help me, please. Subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's very important, this part. In my YouTube channel, you can to find other videos in other languages, in Italian, Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Spanish, of course in English, Italian. Share my other videos, comment my other videos, give a like on my other videos, very important too. If you want to talk with me directly, you can to send me WhatsApp message. Here is my WhatsApp number. I want to talk with you about anything. Okay, I want to know about your opinion about my videos. I don't know. You can, if you want to talk with me. Okay. Thank you very much, all my friends in the world. See you tomorrow with the other interesting news. Okay. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Have a nice Thursday, after Thursday, or evening Thursday, or Friday, if you are watching this video right now. Okay, thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye.